Hi everyone, I am going to show you today just a little bit of a bit of fun using. Oh. Hi everyone. Recently we had the Thames Valley meetup group for Office 365 power users, and I demonstrated how Santa uses Office 365 to manage parts of Christmas, and I really focused on the idea that he had this. Um, he had a map of the world with all the children on it and how naughty or nice they were, and that was the idea. So what I'm going to show you is what I put together for the group on that evening. So I jump into Power BI. Um, this is going to be a demonstration of how it works. So I am now going to go on to the workspace for for this exercise. Jump into Santa's dashboard, and what we're going to see now is we've got two panes come up. This left-hand pane is a Power BI report, and the right-hand pane is the naughty or nice app that I've put together in Power Apps. So all the data that you can see is sitting within SharePoint, and the Santa's app here is connected to SharePoint. So what we can see is effectively these are all these theoretical children in the world. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the report just so that we get a slightly better view of what's going on. So I'm also going to go full screen and see how we go with that. Now sometimes, and it is actually behaving itself. Yeah, I was going to say sometimes you do have to do a bit of a refresh to make sure it behaves itself, but this one's looking okay. Okay, so what we got here are all these theoretical children. It's all actually completely made up, and we've got red dots for the naughty children, green dots for the nice children, and we've actually got grey dots for the pending children. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus in on, say, Europe. Now, I have the funny feeling there aren't that many pending, but what we've got here is we've got all of the naughty children, those are the reds. We've got all of the nice children, oops, all the nice children, which are the greens, and all the pending children, which are the greys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump back to the main report that we were looking at a moment ago. I think I can get away with hitting the back button on that. Unfortunately, what that's going to do is it's going to reset all the filters. So I'm looking for the pending children in Europe. So we've got our map pop up, and what we can see is we've got this Fred Conlon, who is theoretically in Romania. So what we can do on here is we've got the app here, and what it's doing is it's chugging through all of these theoretical children, and it's looking for just the nice children. So I'm going to hit the pending. So it's really looking at the same data set here. Now I am going to I could go and search for the ID, which is say 440, which is down here. I could also put in the country, which is Romania. As we see, we've got Fred Conlon. It's shown as pending. Okay, so if I jump into Fred here, and if I edit the item, then we can change it from pending to, let's just say he's naughty, and we can hit the submit item button, and away it goes. And what that's going to do is it's going to update SharePoint. Now this won't change immediately because we have to do a refresh on Power Apps if we want that to happen. And what I'm also going to do here is, we're going to click on that to get us Romania only. And what I'm going to do here is this Dick Giffart, I am going to change his status to I'm going to say he's nice, and we'll hit the OK button on that. So then moving across onto this this side here, I can hit the drop down on the Christmas workspace, and I'm going to go down to the data sets. Now I'm just going to show you that the schedule refresh, if I didn't do anything, then it would ordinarily refresh. You can see the next refresh is at 7 o'clock, which is in 50 minutes time. I don't want that to happen, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick it off now. I'm going to hit refresh now. So if we refresh this page, what we'll see is we probably will find that it's actually refreshed at this point. So last refresh succeeded. Yeah, and what we can do is we can have a quick look at the refresh history, and we can see that it actually took it 7 seconds to refresh that. And actually, considering there's about 1,000 lines of data there, that's not bad. So moving back to the workspace, onto the dashboard, we will what we'll find is we'll kind of home in on Romania in this case. So I'm going to go for Europe, and I am going to jump into Romania. Actually, I can see this hasn't quite filtered yet, so I'm going to wait for this to kind of catch up, and we can see Romania there. So, okay, I'm not too concerned about the app at the moment. So I'm sure if I just refresh the page, it would be nice and happy. So what we had was this was our Fred Conlon. So I'm going to jump all the way into this, and we'll see that in Europe we have got Romania here, and I'm going to go full screen, and we can see that this dot here is for Fred Conlon, and now we've described him as being naughty, and the icon has gone red. So that's kind of there. We have it. What I've also got is that this is well, it's actually kind of more fun, to be fair. This is also connected to a Microsoft form. So if I hit this naughty or nice, it takes me to my landing page, which is this page here, and this image takes us back to the previous page. But if I put take part here, what I can do is I can open a form that will enable me to put another child in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Donald Trump, and where is he going to live? Well, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm not going to bother with any of this, and I'm going to say Washington. Oh, where does he live? Let's say he lives in the White House. Let's see what that does. And what country does live in? United States. And are they good or are they nice? Well, I'm going to say he's naughty. And do they tidy their room? I doubt if he does any of that. Is he polite? Not particularly. Is he naughty? Quite naughty. Depends on where you're from, I suppose. And does he clear away his dishes? Probably not. So if I hit the submit button, what that will do, oops, I've not answered something. Oh, okay. What local area does he live in? I'm just going to say, actually, I'm going to just jump in there. White House address. So it's definitely not White House, United States. So I found the address actually, so I am going to say it's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and so we're going to go with that, and we'll put White House. I don't know if that makes any difference, and I'm not going to bother with yeah, that's looking good now. So I will hit the submit button. It's happy now, and I will move back to the Power BI section. I'm going to get down to the data sets. I'm going to hit the refresh now. I always like to confirm that it's actually updated. Yeah, saying refresh in progress. So at this point, I'm just going to hit the refresh page until it shows me that it's actually finished. Yeah, last refresh succeeded. So we're going to the Christmas dashboard. We're going to go on to the data sets. No, we won't. We'll go on to the dashboard. Into this report here. We're going to go full screen, and we are going to put the child name as actually, why don't we put the I'm not sure which one each of these ones have come into, so I'm going to put Donald Trump. Let's see if he even appears. Be nice if he did. There we are. Oops, that didn't work. So we've found him, which is great. So what we've seen there, I'm going to move back to that initial image. What we saw was a map which was using Power BI, which reflected data that was sitting in SharePoint. We amended some of that data using Power Apps. One thing that's not on here was that we actually used Microsoft Flow to publish another child into the data set, and we managed to pull that up onto screen, and it managed to find the address without us having to put any further work in. So hope you thought that was interesting, and yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks, bye.